After a new case of sexual harassment, all Navy personnel are told you will take special sensitivity training. The Secretary of Energy spending tax dollars to find out what the media is saying about her department. And Israeli police say there was a conspiracy to kill the Prime Minister.
From ABC, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a new case of sexual harassment in the military. It involves the Navy again. And senior Pentagon officials take it so seriously that today they ordered all naval personnel throughout the world to participate in special leadership and sensitivity sessions. As has happened before, other naval personnel apparently saw this latest incident as it was going on and did nothing to stop it. Here's ABC's John McWethy.
It's what the Navy calls a stand-down for good order and discipline. The Chief of Naval Operations ordered all 430,000 men and women in the Navy to stop their regular work for a day to once again go over policy on sexual harassment.
I think our rules are good. I think our procedures are good. I think we've published them. I just think it's time to do a little preventive medicine, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do it in a way that's unmistakable.
The incident that has again raised such concerns in the Navy happened aboard an American airline flight from Norfolk to Dallas 2 weeks ago. A 23-year-old female petty officer was seated next to 49-year-old George Powell, a chief petty officer who worked as a cook. According to Navy officials, for 2 hours, Powell, who had consumed at least half a dozen drinks, made physical sexual advances, including putting his hands on her thighs and breasts. Navy sources say the young female petty officer tried to stop him, at times shouting at him, hitting him, and once knocking him out of his seat into the aisle. Though there were about 24 other naval personnel seated nearby, they apparently did nothing until a Navy chaplain finally insisted that he change seats with the young woman. When the plane arrived, the Navy chaplain, an officer, ordered Powell to turn himself into naval security, which Powell did not do, disobeying an order. Today's stand-down by the Navy has its roots in the tailhook scandal 4 years ago, where female pilots were sexually assaulted in a hotel hallway during an annual meeting of naval aviators. It brought down the entire leadership of the Navy and dramatically reduced tolerance for this kind of behavior. Last month, there was further evidence of the Navy's sensitivity on this issue when a Navy captain who was in charge of the service's sexual harassment hotline was himself court-martialed on sexual harassment charges. Though he was acquitted, the case has probably cost him promotion to admiral. Today's action by the Navy is intended to send yet another message that sexual harassment will not be tolerated. Though the message by the Navy has been consistent, such behavior persists among a very few. John McWethy, ABC News, the Pentagon.
In Washington tonight, the Energy Secretary Hazel O'Leary may be in hot water. There is probably not a public official in all the land who is not at one time or another infuriated by what the media is reporting. It is how Secretary O'Leary has chosen to react that is the issue today. Here's ABC's John Martin.
The uproar over Secretary O'Leary started when the Wall Street Journal said she spent $43,000 tax dollars to track and rank reporters and news agencies covering the Department of Energy. The paper said reporters and DOE critics were rated by how unfavorable their comments were. A critic called this an enemies list. The story said some firms investigate reporters' backgrounds, but the firm DOE hired, Karma International, said it does not. It says it analyzed thousands of articles to learn what the public was told of DOE policies on nuclear waste, weapons production, research.
What we do is help people communicate more effectively and actually spend tax dollars a lot more wisely.
It's not a personal investigation.
Absolutely, positively not.
But reporters whose articles had been analyzed were unhappy and uneasy.
I don't think they needed to hire anyone.